It's Week 18 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Rams and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the... The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Purdy. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchdown. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Purdy off the play fake. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Niners at 8-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. Purdy looking to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Purdy now to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford on first down. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 32. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Purdy now on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. At least it appears that way And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On the counter, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down. Throwing again is Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Eric Armstead. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Purdy's throw hauled in by Bell. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Back to throw, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. A little juke. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now Purdy. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kingsley Keke. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give this to Akers running right. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on third down. Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here comes the Rams punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action here. Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
He's got a man complete.
He's on his way.
Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Going right back to Akers.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Here's Purdy.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down at Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 14. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To the air again, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 20. Throwing is Stafford. Man open is Robinson. A good pickup there at 22.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Stafford.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Again, it's Stafford.
Another completion for Kupp.
1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 50, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Niners,
they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Rams,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.